Hello my friends, and welcome to today's reading. I'm Naomi, and if it is your first time seeing one of my videos, I do a 3-card reading for your day, sharing messages I'm receiving. Just saging the cards before we start. I'm using the Rider Tarot cards, and I usually just dive straight into the reading. Reading the cards, simply interpreting the messages that I'm receiving. You've been brought here either by a search, or you've actively sought this channel out. Whatever it may be, you're here, and I hope you take what resonates with you, and it serves you, and it serves your day ahead. So let's get started. Okay, if you focus on questions that you do want answered, and hopefully the guides, angels, and spirits let your questions rise up as the smoke is, and we'll get started now. Okay, I don't specifically interpret cards if they're upside down or not, I just read them. Okay. I'm sensing here that some of you are in a position today where you feel as though you're ready to step into new waters. I'm going to hold up the card as I'm interpreting. I feel it's not something that you've decided rashly. It's involved a lot of contemplation, and even whether it's consciously or not, there's a lot of deep thought being going on about this, and it's really speaking of the desire to seek out something new, and you've been looking to the horizon, wondering what lies beyond for you in your journey in life. Perhaps it's related to something specific, and this could be the status of your relationship, whether you're happy in the marriage you're in. Perhaps that you're single and you're wondering what comes next, what comes in the future for you in terms of, will you find a partner, or is this the state you're going to be in, the status you're going to be in for the long term? It also might be in terms of the fact of where you're situated quite physically and literally, and that you may be thinking deeply that it's time for new waters, it's time for a new land. So this could mean moving a home, or the desire to change a situation or a living situation at the moment. It's not something you're taking lightly, it's something you are thinking about quite seriously now, and I feel as though you've actually been taking time in the days leading up to today to really ponder on this, and I feel that the decisions that you make will not be rash. They'll be coming from a place of you having really considered this for a long period of time now, and you've now reached a place where you're ready to make that decision and take a step forward. Okay, we have this card here. What I'm seeing here is actually the concerns that might be arising within you regards to making these decisions that you're thinking about making, or wondering what's lying for you ahead in the future, is how are you actually going to juggle everything. And it's not necessarily that you have doubt in your capabilities, but more that you wonder, how do things fit together? How does success in one thing fit together with success in another? Because practically and logically, maybe they don't fit together, maybe they don't work together, maybe the success of one thing is in even maybe one area, and the success of another is in another area. But I think what the angels want me to share with you, the messages I'm getting, is that even though the fundamental idea of what you're desiring is there, I think some of the details of it, some of the finer details of what you think are a necessity for it to transpire, are not necessarily what you might think. And actually, it's just about remembering that the universe has infinite options for you, and there are infinite opportunities. And it's really mind-boggling for a human brain to actually think about that, but it's true. And, all we have to do is take a look at nature to see that it's infinite, that there is infinite detail in things, and we can never quite get to the bottom of how nature works, even though we're continuously trying to understand. But it's possible. Like, even in the sea, there are billions and billions and billions of drops of water we couldn't even fathom. The same way that even though you have your desires, the fundamental desires for change and what you aspire for in the horizons and in the changes and journey you're making, you just need to realize that it can all fit together, and it may be in ways you haven't thought of how it could work. So actually, if you just open those doors a bit more and be willing to look beyond just what you think is a viable solution and a viable outcome, you'll find actually things flooding through those doors in terms of potentials and suitable options that could really make everything work perfectly for you. What I'm sensing here is that really reaching this point of wanting to make this change and a movement in some way in your life, that you've actually been troubled. You've been really troubled as to how to please everybody in this journey, and that everybody might be actually, people in your life, friends, family, but just trying to make everything work for everybody. And in a sense, that could also be within yourself of how do you make everything work, like we were talking about here, can it all work? And so that question of how is it all going to work, I feel has really been tying you down and actually stopping you making changes. So you've been looking out to the horizon, knowing what you want, but the doubts that have come in have almost sort of tied you down, chained you down, and put fear in you. And the moment we have fear in us, I think what can happen is we're chained. We are led by fear. We make decisions out of fear. And I feel what the spirits are saying, what your angels are saying, what I'm being guided to say by the messengers is really try and make these decisions in faith. Think of everything working out, even though you might not have all the finer details, you might not have all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, but you do have all the pieces there. And if you just let go of that, I can't do it, or how does it work, or anything like that, and just release that and go into a vibration and flow and energy of accepting that there is a way, and you will see it. If you allow that and believe it in faith, the decisions you make from a faithful perspective and vibration are different. They'll serve you better, they'll work for you better, and they'll bring about what you're seeking. Because making decisions out of fear actually ties us, it chains us. It limits our ability of what we can do. It doesn't allow our vibration to rise to that of source energy. So these are, I feel, what are the messages I'm receiving for you today. I hope this has been of some benefit for you, and I wish you a very, very blessed day. It's wonderful to be here again with you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for those of you who rejoin. And have a wonderful, blessed day. And until next time, see you.